Side effects may include dry mouth, insomnia, sexual side effects, diarrhea, nausea, and sleepiness.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This your girl Giggs. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a Dear Giggs segment. Dear Giggs, for all my newcomers, is a lettering system where my viewers, my subscribers, whoever just watched me, want my opinion on whatever they're going through in their life. If you want to write me whatever that you're going through, whatever situation that you are handling right now, and you need my opinion on it, you can write me at DearGiggs@yahoo.com. Please make sure the letter is short and straight to the point. If it's not short, please leave out all the bullshit that needs to be left out of the letter so you can just get right to whatever that's going on. And make sure you proofread the letter as well, because I do read the letter as is. Anyways, DearGiggs@yahoo.com. That will be where you write me at. All of my people that watch this video, if you have an opinion on whatever letter that I read tonight, go ahead and leave your comment below in the comment section. And I'm going to say this. You're going to hear a few beeps in the background because my smoke alarm battery is dead. I already reported to my maintenance people. They should be handling it sometime soon, hopefully, because that shit is aggravated. But I just want to let y'all know that's what you will hear in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and read the first letter. And it says, "Hey, congrats on your successful surgery. You can call me Lovely. Well, I dated a guy and we fell in love. After a few months, I noticed he had a temper, like to yell and shit. I would be like, I'm not your child, don't yell at me. I told him I don't want to be with him anymore. He said he wouldn't treat me like that again, and he changed. He treated me so good. The sex was bomb. He ate the booty like groceries was on sale, girl. Laugh out loud. One day he spent the night at my house and woke up like how he was hungry. It was 11 p.m. I cooked earlier that night, but he was asleep. I fell asleep like 8. He woke up, like I said, at 11, telling me, why don't you wake me up? Why don't you take care of your man? This went on for like 2 hours. He was like how he would fuck other women. I'm like, go ahead. He says, I don't need your permission. So I said it was over, and he jumped on me and choked me. I fell and jumped up and fucked him up. On God, Giggs. I was trying to give him a black eye and shit. I called the cops and he was arrested. Months later, he hit me up on Facebook how he changed. He went to a counselor as part of his release. Giggs, I deeply love this man. I think he changed, but I'm scared. What should I do? Should I continue to just talk or get with him? Thanks. Love you, Giggs." Okay, I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm actually laughing because I've been through the same situation. I mean, different chains of events, but the same outcome. I dated a guy. I actually did a boyfriend tag with him. The video is still up. And in that video, he was drinking. I was smoking. He had his habits. I had my habits. I really thought I was in love with this guy. And the red flags just kept coming one after another, and I decided to leave this guy alone. And so after our 6 months relationship was over, 2 months later he showed up and tried to get back with me, and I denied his advances, and he jumped on me right here in this same townhouse on my stairs. And as he was choking the living out of me, he was saying that nobody else could have me if he can't have me, and I put this on myself. He was actually trying to kill me. What stopped him from choking me was his cousin knocking on my door, and it scared him, and he hopped up and ran out the door, and I locked the door as soon as he left, called the cops. He got arrested. I got an injunction on him, and once he got out, he contacted me on Facebook, and I wasn't having it. I was sitting there saying, if I get back with him, would he put his hands back on me? Did he change? Because he was claiming he changed too. But I wasn't woman enough to take myself through that again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Once a man put their hands on you, they're showing they lost all respect for you. And once you get back with this man that put his hands on you, you lost all respect for yourself as well. So I would say run, pass go, and collect $200 and don't look back. Please, I know you sent me this letter a month ago. Hopefully you're not still, communicating with him. You can cut all of that off and leave. Because most women that get back with their abusers, they are possibly still being abused. Some of them don't make it out. These men kill these women. And you don't want to be a part of that percentage. You don't want to be a part of that. You don't want to take a risk. You don't want to take those chances of being with this person that obviously has a temper over little ass shit. I mean, most people get mad when you wake them out of their sleep. He's getting mad because you didn't wake him up. So, girl, bye. I'm telling you, leave this man alone. If anybody has something else to say to Lovely, leave it below in the comment section. And I just pray that you cut off all communication with this guy. And I'm going to tell you something. This incident with me happened 2 to 3 years ago. And I really thought I loved this guy. Today, I can say that I didn't love him. I love myself more than him. You know what I'm saying? And as time goes on, the emotions that are lingering in the air right now that you think that you have for him will fade away as time goes on. And then you will be able to sit back like I'm sitting back thinking 3 years ago I was contemplating on getting back with this guy. But I'm so glad now 3 years later that I didn't get back with him, because he could have killed me. He could have killed me. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how important it is to love yourself more than whatever situation you in. You have to put yourself first. Put yourself first. And I just hope you're not still leading him on with conversation through Facebook. Block that nigga, girl. Block him. Let me also say that after breaking up with him and me moving on with my life and he moving on with his life, he got with the chick and she ended up being pregnant by him. And guess what? He jumped on her while she was pregnant. Didn't give a fuck that she was carrying his baby. He jumped on her and ended up going right back to prison. So he repeated the same offense. And as a matter of fact, they still together. She put his ass in prison. And once he got out of prison, she got back with him. And I think they even married. So I'm pretty sure he's beating that ass right now as I speak. So you don't want to be that chick. You don't want to be that chick and think that you love him. That's not love. You might love him, but he do not love you as much as you love him. Love yourself more, and please, please, please cut off all communications with him. Anybody got something else to say to Lovely, leave it below at the bottom of the comment section. I'm going to get to the next letter. And it says, help. Hey, Miss Giggs. I'm 18 years old and living with my mother and 3 younger siblings. For many years, my mother has been bringing men in and out of our lives. They are young as hell and broke. The problem is that all she do is give her money to whichever guy she is with, and me and my siblings end up starving. She doesn't get what my siblings need for school and etc. She is currently with the guy, and every time my mother's get her paycheck, he comes around, she gives him money, she sucks his dick, and then he leaves. She says she worship him and would give him anything he want or need and pay his car bills, which she already do. Even has a key to the house. It makes me feel uncomfortable because I don't know him like that, and unless he is God, he is capable of doing anything inappropriate or harmful. I feel like all these years she put men over her children. I don't feel love, and I feel like I have no parents, but I know God loves me and has a plan for me. He shows me what not to be. I just want to set a good example for my siblings and teach them about God. What is your take on this situation? And any advice? You can call me Chanel. By the way, I love you and your channel. God bless you. Wow. Yes, Chanel, I really do apologize that you're going through that, for real. You and your siblings. Now, I'm not sure if you and your mother communicate. You're 18, and it's about time you set her down, and your siblings even sit her down and have an intervention with her so all of y'all can tell her exactly how you feel. Sometimes a mother needs to hear how their children really feels in order for her to, you know, make her next move. Be direct. Let her know that that's not an example that she is. It's not a good example that she's showing towards you and your other 2 siblings, and let her know that she's putting your sisters or your brothers, I'm not sure if they're boys or girls, at risk of possibly being molested, or you just don't want to even think about the things that she's putting y'all at risk at. So My advice on this situation is to have an intervention with your mom. If that doesn't work, then the next step I would say is, you know, because you sound like you're a religious person, is to go to an elder at your church and see if they can talk some sense in her. If that doesn't help, I'm not sure what the next step is, but, you know, hopefully people that are watching this video can, you know, leave some advice below in the comment section other than what I said. And I pray that your mother opens up and hear you and your siblings situation, not situation, issue towards her living situation and the situation, living situation that she's putting y'all through. It's fucked up that mothers like that exist, but open up, open your mouth, you know, closed mouths don't get fed. Tell her exactly how you feel, and let your sister and brothers know too, to tell her exactly how they feel about what she's putting y'all through. Even let her know that you feel like you're not loved and you want to have a relationship with your mother. Every daughter should have a good relationship with their mother, and hopefully it will start after you guys sit her down and talk to her. So if anyone has something to say to Chanel, please leave it below at the bottom of this video in the comment section, and I'm going to go to the next letter. And it says, broke, lost, and afraid. Hey Giggs, I've been watching your videos for years now, in which I came across your video Cigarette Diaries. Welcome MTV2 viewers. And this video hit home for me because I realized some of the things you went through in your younger years, well, your younger days, are in fact the same things I'm going through now. Some of our similarities are, I'm born, raised, and still live in Miami. And I've been a big girl all of my life. Pretty for a big girl. People talking shit about you and words do hurt. I believe in God, but I curse like a sailor. And like you, don't go out of my way to hurt people. But I'm having a very hard time growing past this part of my life. And I was wondering if you could give me more videos talking about your past struggles. How did you overcome them and become the strong woman you are today? A little about myself. I'm 27 years old and I'm a virgin. I was molested twice as a child and never told or talked about it until I was 23. I have depression and anxiety. 3 months ago, I tried to commit suicide. Although I have a big family, I'm not close to them, and I have no close friends. They all used me, and when I had nothing else to give, they were like, fuck you. I'm broke, lost, and afraid for myself. How did you learn to love yourself, trust yourself, and stand strong in your convictions? How did you bend, not break? How did you become comfortable with yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly? Thanks for reading. By the way, if you read this letter on a video, please don't use my name. I don't think she left her name on here. But I am going to call you broke, lost, and afraid. We do have a lot of similarities. And one of the ones that affected me the most was my attempts to commit suicide 3 times. And I just want to say that it was hard. It was hard to get to the person that I am today. It was very hard. The one thing I would do is try to find some type of, you know, program in the area that you live where they have like women empowerment. You know, something that'll help you love yourself a little bit more and gain some self-confidence, gain some strength, and, you know, like my struggles are documented here on YouTube, but there's other things that happened that I didn't even open up about, and I got over it. And the one thing that I did was I put all of my issues in one big bag, and I put them over there. And then every issue that I encounter, from even today, every issue that I encounter, I compare them to that whole big bag that I have sitting over here, and there's no comparison. I feel like everything that's bundled up in that bag is everything that needs to stay in that bag, and anything that comes towards me now can't even compare to that shit that's in that bag. So fuck that. It's never gonna affect me again. Things that people say don't affect me anymore. Things that people do don't affect me anymore. I became stronger than that bag that I got sitting over there. And I know that I'm using, I know I probably got you confused a little bit, but basically try to stay strong enough to not hurt yourself, because I know it was recently that you did try to hurt yourself. And I know you, because you can't trust some of these bitches. You just can't. You can't even trust these niggas nowadays. But try to find someone that has other similarities like you, where you can uplift them. And when you see that you're uplifting them, you will be uplifting yourself through them as well. Because when I get on here and I do my thing, it gives me so much joy to see people like you come and tell me that I did this for them and I did that for them, and that makes me feel better about myself. And once you love yourself, you would see what your worth is. You would see how beautiful you are. It is so hard to just sit up here and just say, gain some self-confidence, get your shit together. You have to take steps to doing that. So again, try to find some type of programs that uplift women, or even just watch videos here where they're encouraging and empowering each other here. And hopefully that will work. If anybody else got something to say to her, please leave it below in the comment section. I just want to say, if you can't find anything online or in your neighborhood or your community, try calling these numbers that they have, especially the suicide hotline. Because when my grandfather died, I wasn't contemplating suicide. I was contemplating killing a bitch. Really. And I called the suicide hotline and asked them, did they have a number for the murder hotline? Because I'm ready to murder a motherfucker. But that call changed my life a lot, because the person that I talked to calmed me down. She gave me local resources here that I can go to and talk to someone. And it helped. It helped a lot. It really did. So I'm not sure what the suicide toll-free number is. I mean, although I use it, I don't remember it. But you can Google it and you can talk to someone that will listen, that will help you, that will give you resources that can help you. And hopefully you would start loving yourself and, being the strong woman that you know that you can be, That's it for all the Dear Giggs letters, y'all. If you want to write me at DearGiggs, it's DearGiggs@yahoo.com. Please, again, make sure the letter is short and straight to the point. And if it's not short, make sure you get to the point as possible as you could. Also, make sure you proofread, I'll holler at you guys later. Bye.
Not real hard, it's plain and simple. Not real hard.